Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe. Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk News. I'm Ollie Davis and I may not be William Regal, but I fancy myself as a bit of a wrestling talent scout. And if I've learnt anything from Vince McMahon's star-making strategy over the years, it's definitely that quantity overcomes quality in tests of strength. So imagine my delight when The Sun reported on a 25-year-old, 6'3", 960-pound man called Arbab Kaiser Hayat who consumes 10,000 calories a day to maintain his massive bulk, which consists of 36 eggs, 7 pounds of meat, 5 litres of milk and more. If you need a reference point, that's half the amount of Ryback's mid-morning snack. He's currently a strong man who can apparently lift a tractor with his bare hands, but he has grander ambitions. My immediate goal is to enter World Wrestling Entertainment competitions. I want to represent Pakistan at WWE. God willing, I'll appear in 2017. Competitions? I'm not sure he understands how WWE works. He goes by the name the Pakistani Hulk, so I assume he's quite green in the ring. Maybe the Pakistani Hulk could help solve Vince McMahon's WrestleMania 33 conundrum. Wrestling News World are reporting that Vince is having trouble with who Roman Reigns' opponent should be for WWE's biggest show of the year. According to the site, the original plan was for Undertaker to take on John Cena at WrestleMania and Reigns would take on Braun Strowman. Vince then apparently got cold feet on Roman versus Braun, fearing Strowman isn't ready for that big a match yet, and also shelved Cena versus Taker, with the Wrestling Observer reporting that Strowman versus Taker is also off the cards despite last week's tease for the match. Wrestling News World claimed that Vince wants Roman Reigns in the Universal Championship match and that his current idea is for the guy to go one-on-one with The Undertaker, player. As much as Vince has wanted John Cena versus Undertaker the last 2 years, Roman being in the title match is now one of Vince's top priorities, and he may need Undertaker to slide in as challenger. The site do point out that Vince has been changing his mind every few days on the WrestleMania 33 matches, with Roman versus Brock Lesnar, Roman versus Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg in a triple threat, Roman versus Braun, and now Roman versus Undertaker, all being pitched by Vince McMahon in the last 3 weeks. Their source sounded frustrated with the constantly changing plans, exclaiming to the site, "What happened to the days of knowing the WrestleMania main event for the next year, the day after the show the year prior?" Maybe Vince McMahon is just waiting for a guy from New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's been reported that Kenny Omega's New Japan contract is up on the 31st of January, meaning he can't show up in WWE's Royal Rumble on the 29th of January like how AJ Styles did last year. But Omega has revealed on the Taz show that actually, after WWE's talent raid of Shinsuke Nakamura, Carl Anderson, Doc Gallows and AJ last January, this isn't strictly true. Normally the contracts expire on January 31st, but because of the talent raid situation, a lot of guys went under unique deals. And a lot of guys were signed immediately at that point, and their contract dates started at January 6th, 7th or 8th. A couple of guys were under unique deals. I was one of them. So Kenny claims to currently be a free agent despite what others have reported, and that he's accepting feelers from interested companies. If a company like WWE were willing to use me in that manner, if they had good ideas for me and I had good ideas that jive with that, I would heavily consider that. Personally, I still think he's working us. I think he's already re-signed with New Japan. As he said in that same interview, he would regret never winning the IWGP Heavyweight Championship if he left for the States. What match would you make for Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 33 and why? Tell me whatever the result, WWE are going to make it look like we're on Reigns' side in the comments below. If you want to hear about Kevin Owens' shoot joke on Reigns always winning backstage, or Kurt Angle wanting to wrestle AJ Styles for his WWE return, click the videos to the left and subscribe. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was wrestling.